On itla.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we are live now, sir. We are
Okay, sir.
live on the YouTube. We will start with the session, sir.
ಎಷ್ಟು ಹುಡುಗರು ಅದಾರ್ರಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್
Sir,
ಆಗತ್ತಾರ್ರಿ
ಇನ್ನ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಸರ್, ಇನ್ನ
ಆಗ್ಲಿ
ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ ಆಗ್ಲಿ
ಲಿಂಕ್
ಆಗ್ಲಿ
ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಸೊ ಫ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್
Hari Om, everyone. A warm welcome to the 8th session of Higher Anatomy, a lecture series for the first year BMS students. The exclusive session will be taken up by the eminent speakers of anatomy across the country for a period of 27 days. We started from 23rd of June and will be running up to the 17th of July. Before starting the session, let me introduce you to Jignasa. Jignasa is a pan-India platform of Ayush fraternity led by the student community of Bharata and was initiated by ABVP in the year 1998. Its motto is Learn Ayush to Practice Ayush. It involves empowering Ayush students from campus to community, bridging the gap between Ayush students and policymakers as well as administrative authorities, connecting every aspect of Ayush including students, academicians, practitioners, scientists, industrialists and hospitals all under one umbrella. Think globally, act locally. In last 2 decades, our efforts were to strengthen the Ayush education system and boost confidence among Ayush students. Jignasa initiated various programs in different parts of the country from the grassroots to international platforms through discussions, study circles, seminars, workshops, and conferences. Let me list a few initiatives undertaken by Jignasa. Study circles, lecture series on specific topics, free medical camps, social health status survey, hands-on training workshops, conference to explore and learn unique aspects of Ayurveda, interaction with eminent Vaidyas and academicians, brainstorming session with Ayush stalwarts, policymakers, and key stakeholders of Ayush systems, National Arogya Expo and International Conference, national level seminars, medicinal plant visits, pharmaceutical visits, agitations for the demands of Ayush student community, private internship program for interested students to learn with acharyas, interaction with traditional healers and visits to explore regional flora, online mock tests, social awareness campaigns on various issues, campaigns for the promotion of various concepts of Ayurveda systems and Ayush systems for social welfare. For example, Swarna Brindu Prashana camps, Group Surya Namaskara, Ashtoshatottari Yoga, and other yoga competitions. Free healthcare assistance to people through local governing bodies during natural calamities and accidents, and many more were provided by the Jignasa organization. In our yesterday's sessions, more than 400 students joined for the live session and asked their queries regarding the subject and examination. And so far, we have received almost 6,000 views on our YouTube channel regarding the sessions of higher anatomy. Vidyanama Narasya, Rupamadikam, Prachanaguptam Dhanam. We have seen the inability of common student to afford huge amounts on commercial study platforms despite their jignasa. That is their burning desire to learn. Jignasa is here to give a helping hand. Learn anatomy with experts, and all we need is your immense interest to learn. Today, we have Dr. Mahantesh, sir, who will be presenting a topic on anatomical act, body and organ donation, embalming technique, and biomedical waste. Now, we welcome you to the session, sir, and to each and everyone who is watching this. Hope you find this helpful. Now, I would like to welcome Tejaswini, who is State Committee member of Jignasa, to welcome sir and give a quick introduction about him. Tejaswini.
Yes, sir. Good evening to one and all present here, respected staff, and all the Jignasa members. It would be my honor to speak a few words about our speaker, Dr. Mahantesh P. Ramanavar sir. So let me begin with his academic endeavors. Dr. Mahantesh sir did his UG in Ayurveda from Karnataka University, Dharwad, 1997, then his PG Diploma in Yogic Studies from Karnataka University, Dharwad, 1998, MD in Sharira Rachana from RGUHS, 2006, and Sir has also received PhD from Dr. S.R. Rajasthan Ayurveda University, Jodhpur, 2017. Sir is now presently working as a professor and head of Department of Rachna Sharira and NSS program officer from KLE Shri BMK Ayurveda Mahavidyalaya, Shapur, Belgaum. Dr. Mahantir Sir is the first in India and the second in the world who has made an incredible achievement in the world of humanity by dissecting his own father's body. This noble act was done to fulfill the last wishes of his father of donating his body. Many news channels like ICNN, IBN Live, including BBC World News, telecasted the historical event. This was appreciated by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji as well. Sir has also established Sir Dr. Ramanavar Charitable Trust, Bailahangal District, Belgaum. Till date, 400 plus people have registered their bodies for donation to this trust. Various awareness were conducted from the trust on blood, eye, and body donation in Karnataka and outside the state. Sir has won more than 28 awards and honor under his name. It is a pleasure to welcome such a noble personality as a speaker tonight. So, on behalf of one and all present here, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Tejashwini. Can I
Thank you,
continue
sir.
my presentation?
Thank you. Now I would like to request Mantesh sir to carry forward with the presentation.
Thank you, Karthik. At the outset, I pray Lord Dhanvantari on this giving a online platform from Jignasa, which is a platform from ABVP, where I thank Gurra Jagirdar sir and all the team, especially Karthik, Tejashwini, and the people, the students who are working since a month for putting a platform, online platform for the all the students in Karnataka, outside Karnataka, those who are staying. This conduction of online classes mainly for them, for the RGHS examination, which is shortly be conducted. So, for the benefit of the students, uh, you are doing a good service in conducting the online platform. At the outset, today is for 1/7/2023. You know that Doctors Day, National Doctors Day. So, on behalf of National Doctors Day, I wish happy Doctors Day to young budding doctors of Ayurveda. Now, to begin my talk, in my talk, I'll be speaking mainly in terms of one, what we have in terms of I'll be speaking in terms of the anatomical act, concept of anatomical act, body and organ donation concept, and embalming technique, and lastly the biomedical waste. You may think why the concept of all these four has been kept under online, because as you know that new NCISM syllabus, in the new NCISM syllabus they have introduced the first the new concept, the anatomical act in the syllabus, and this year they have added one more is body and organ donation, and also embalming technique. The preservation method was their old syllabus, but the new one more concept, that biomedical waste, was added in our anatomy in terms of Rachana Sharira. uh, the reason why I took this concept, because I am working for body and organ donation through trust, where along with the preservation of the body, what we are doing it for that. I thought that better to give a concept of this anatomical act and body and organ donation. And when body and organ donation is there, one should know the embalming techniques, how the body is preserved, and lastly the biomedical waste. So in my talk, I have first anatomical act. The content is, I'll be speaking history of anatomical act, importance of anatomical act, various anatomical act in different states, important anatomical acts, body donation importance, organ donation importance, biomedical waste, and at the end conclusion and references. First, I'll be starting with the anatomical act. Just a minute. Sorry for the disturbance. The first thing I'll be covering with the concept of what we have, that is a anatomical act. Now, why this concept of anatomical act has been introduced in our syllabus? As you know that many colleges were having the scarcity or the shortage of the cadavers. For that, this anatomical act has been introduced. So, as you know that anatomy is a branch of science which deals with the structures of the human body. Every medical or Ayurvedic student or the doctor, while studying anatomy as a basic subject, has to dissect human dead body thoroughly. So this cadaveric dissection is the base for teaching anatomy and research in anatomy. In ancient India, Sushruta dissected human bodies. Sound knowledge is obtained through the dissection of human body. With the increase in medical institution in the country, there is an increase in the demand of cadaver for the dissection. Many persons are not aware of the anatomical act, its legal process, rules and regulation. So we must know about the anatomical act. So the anatomical act in India, where the first definition of anatomical act, it is defined as an act to provide for supply of unclaimed bodies of a deceased person to medical and teaching authorities authorized institution for the purpose of anatomical examination and dissection and other similar processes. So here the anatomical act is an act is made in India to procure the two types of bodies. One is the unclaimed body, the other one is a donated body. For this, the regularization should be there. That's why the anatomical act has been formed. Anatomy learning without dissection of dead body is never considered perfect. So to get the dead body to the medical approved medical science, there is a rule, there is a bylaws where under the act of anatomical act, the bodies are received. The first anatomical act in the world, the anatomical act where you will be able to find here in 1832, what we have in terms of is the act of Parliament of United Kingdom that gave the free license to the doctors teaching of anatomy and the bona fide medical students to dissect donated bodies. It was enacted in response to the public, that is revolutions at the legal trade in the corpus. So the act of anatomical act was done because mainly in terms of the dissecting the body and to get the body for the dissection. Now, in relation to the history of anatomical act, we'll go there. First, in Europe, barber surgeon used to dissect human bodies to demonstrate various structures at the professor's command. Human dissections were done by Andres Vessel's 1514 to 1564 while he was a student and also a professor, establishing its importance in the learning process of anatomy and the future practice of medicine. In the period that followed, the importance of dissection of human bodies was established. With this came the increasing demand for cadavers, which was met by slave bodies and grave robbers there. Then, what is the importance of anatomical act? The purpose of this act is to sort of to claim the strong and to meet the supply and demand of the bodies needed during the time for the studies. So, the supply and the demand of the bodies to various Ayurvedic college, medical college, and homeopathic college to govern that should work under the ambit of anatomical act. It gave a licensed anatomy teacher and people in the medical field a legal supply of corpus through unclaimed bodies, death of workers and the prisoners, and the donation. The unclaimed bodies or the death of workers or the prisoners, those who don't have their kith and kin or the relatives, such body to handle there, we have the act called as anatomical act. So these are the various anatomical act in the different states. Started, you know that we got independence in the year 1947. Just students, you should remember, after independence, 2 years, 1949, all the acts, various anatomical acts started from 1949 Maharashtra, 1951 Tamil Nadu, 1953 Delhi, 1956 Uttar Pradesh, 1957 Kerala and Karnataka, and Punjab 1963, Himachal Pradesh 1966, Haryana 1974, and Goa 1976. So in Karnataka it is 1957, and this it was started. Now if you see the Maharashtra Anatomical Act 1949, the Bombay, earlier it was called as Bombay Act. The Bombay Act was enacted in 1949 in Maharashtra state. It underwent several amendments, where latest being in 2014. It is now called as Maharashtra Anatomy Act. Earlier it was called as Bombay Anatomical Act. The purpose of this act provides the provision of unclaimed and donated bodies to the hospital and medical and teaching institution. Next, we have Delhi Anatomical Act in 1953. Here, again, the same purpose is for supply of unclaimed bodies of the deceased person to teaching and medical institution for anatomical examination and dissection. if the body of such person is not claimed by any of, why this act has been there is that in this act, the unclaimed body, if no one is going to claim within 48 hours, so such body will be handed over by the police, and that will be handed over to the medical college. Next, in 1957, Kerala Anatomical Act, if a person dies in a hospital or in a prison and his body is not claimed by any of his near relatives within such time as may be prescribed, the authorities, the charge of such hospital and prison shall, with the latest practicable delay, report the fact to the authorized officer, and the said officer shall take possession of the unclaimed body and hand it over to the medical college for the study and dissection. So before Karnataka Act, there was a Mysore Anatomical Act. Then we have that is what we have Karnataka Anatomical 1957 was amended in 1999, and then there was a Karnataka Police Manual, the volume that is 2 1965. What is the importance of Anatomical Act? Here in this Anatomical Act, where we have the Transplantation of Human Organ Act 1994, Body Donation Act 1994, both are governed under the Anatomical Act. The requirement for the institutes to register under Anatomical Act. So all the medical approved institution, either Ayurvedic institution or the medical, that is a medical institution, should register under the Anatomical Act, because to carry the dissection, to accept the donated body, or to accept the unclaimed body, all should register under the Anatomical Act. Now, there is one more act called as Transplantation of Human Organ Act 1994. Under this, THOA was enacted to provide a system of removal, storage, transplantation of human organs for therapeutic purpose and for the prevention of commercial dealing in the human organs. At this reason, you should remember the organ donation in Karnataka is governed by one, that is a central board we have, Jiva Sartakate. So illegal, like what is that, removal and storage, to curb that, what is that, prevention of commercial dealing, there is in Karnataka we have Jiva Sartakate. This Transplantation of Human Organ Act is now adopted by all states except Andhra and Jammu Kashmir, who have their own similar laws. Now, next is Body Donation Act 1994. This symbol indicates, and a symbol indicates for the body donation. Near relative, that is
Excuse me, sir.
mother, father, son, daughter, brother,
Sir?
sister. My voice is audible, sir?
Sir, your voice is audible, but your slides are not changing, sir. Still in first slide. As now it changed.
Just see, sir.
Yes, sir. Now it's changing, sir.
Okay. Now, before I go into the concept there, in one nutshell, I'll tell what I have covered. There is a new year, that is as per new NCSM syllabus. We have a Anatomical Act. This Anatomical Act has been done because to get unclaimed and claimed bodies, that is donated body, for Ayurvedic medical colleges. For that, as a Ayurvedic student should know the basics of Anatomical Act. There are different Anatomical Act has been formed, that is mainly in 1949. ಹಲೋ, ಈಗೂ ಆತ ಹೀಗೆ ಸರ್, ಅದು ಆಯ್ತು, ನಾ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದೀಗ ಓಕೆ. So I'm extremely sorry for the disturbances. Where overall I want to say that Anatomical Act in India has been formed mainly to provide and supply of unclaimed bodies of the deceased person to medical and teaching authorities, authorized institution for the purpose of anatomical examination and dissection and other similar process. The anatomy learning without dissection of dead body is never considered perfect. That's why the concept of Anatomical Act have come. The various Anatomical Act have been formed. In Karnataka, 1957 is the Anatomical Act, where various other act also there. The main act in Karnataka, that is the Anatomical Act. Under that, we have the Transplantation of Human Organs Act 1994, Body Donation Act 1994. And why this has been done is that any approved institute, either Ayurvedic or medical college, should registered under Anatomical Act. Now, first we deal with the Transplantation of Human or Human Organ Act, that is THOA. It was formed in 1994, was enacted to provide a system for removal, that is a harvesting, storage, and transplantation of human organs for therapeutic purpose and prevention of commercial dealings in the human organs. This Transplantation of Human Organ Act is now adopted by all states except Andhra and Jammu Kashmir, who have their own who have their own laws. Now, next concept is Body Donation Act in 1994. What it says is that under this Body Donation Act, that anyone who want to donate the body, for that the nearest donor relative, either maybe mother, father, son, daughter, brother, sister, and spouse, other than near relatives, where they should give a consent and they should donate the body. Such a donor can donate only out of affection and attachment or for any other special reason, and that too with the approval of authorization committee. The Organ Donation Act 1994, under this, deceased donor, especially after brain stem death. Remember, organ donation goes with the brain stem death. Example, a victim of road traffic accident, etc., where the brain stem is dead and the person cannot breathe on his own but can be maintained through ventilators, oxygen, fluids, etc., to keep the heart and other organs working and functional. So, in such condition, a donor can donate the organs when there is a natural death, that is in terms of cardiac arrest, except eye, skin, and the body is donated. When there is a brain death, then only a person can donate the organ. How an institute registered under Anatomical Act? The institution should be a NCISM. Earlier, it was CCM, approved, government recognized and affiliated by university for medical study. Such institute may be educational or research center. Curriculum of the study should have dissection part or the requirement of the dead body for the study. They should apply for the permission of Anatomical Act to the Secretary and Director of State Government under the Medical Education of Drug Department. A notification is passed to institution by the government that declared approval for Anatomical Act of institution, that is medical teaching or research center. Institution should take no NOC and NOC from civil surgeon and medical health officer and municipality and police commissioner. The government notification should be published in state government gazette. These are the some of the rules under the registration of the approved institution in the Anatomical Act. After publishing government notification, the state government gazette, institution or the medical teaching or the research center should try to approach for demand of dead body to coroner court with undertaking that body will be used for study purpose. So these are all the rules and regulations which come under when an approved medical institute registered under Anatomical Act. Now, overall, this anatomical importance is on comparison of Anatomical Act, it was observed that while most Anatomical Act allowed use of cadaver for anatomical dissection and research, a few also covered therapeutic use of cadavers. So now overall, that is in this Anatomical Act, voluntary body donation act is also taken in terms of this what we have, that is in terms of Anatomical Act. Now, Transplantation of Human Organ Act in 1994, procedure to handle body donations. There is two things you should remember. The death of the donor, if it is death in a hospital, valid death certificate stating the cause of death, then you can donate the body. This is one part. Second, death at a home, but without death certificate, person in lawful possession of body informs the nearest police station, police inquest, death not suspicious by death. If it is a suspicious death, then it goes to the PM, postmortem, and death not suspicious, again through NOC, they can donate the body. Then, death at the home attended by registered medical practitioner in last 7 days and a valid death certificate stating cause of death, and not attended by RMP in the last 7 days, the death certificate by RMP stating the manner and cause of death as per his knowledge, but who shall not be concerned with the dealing with the body donation. Overall, to say that in this chart, who can donate the body, whether when the death occurred in the house, when the death occurred in the hospital, there are two things you should remember. When a death occurred in the hospital, the body donation will be done because we get a death certificate in the hospital. When the death occurred in the house, a donor get a difficult to get the death certificate. Without death certificate, if the death has occurred in the house, they cannot donate the body. So when a donor is alive, they should tell their family doctor that he has donated the body and he is donating the body. Next, why an anatomical act was formed? The reason is very simple. Difficulty experienced in obtaining the cadavers, that is dead body. Why? Because for dissection purpose. In that case, and for the educational purpose, the concept of anatomical came. It is considered necessary to provide for the even not only donated body and also unclaimed body of the deceased person are covered under this anatomical act. So the Karnataka Anatomy Act, that is a 1999, the act says that supply of unclaimed bodies of the deceased person to hospital and medical and teaching institution for the purpose of anatomical examination and dissection and other similar process. It also make a provision for enabling a person before his or her death to express an intention. So in this act, as per this act, you can intend to donate the body. That can be done in writing in the presence of two or more persons to donate his or her body or a part of his or her body for the purpose of anatomical examination or dissection or any other similar process. Now, the legal definition of unclaimed body means the body of person who or a public place or a place to which members of the public have got access and which has not been claimed by any person interested within such time may be prescribed, we claim it as unclaimed. In to say that if they don't have any relation or kith and kin, that we call it as unclaimed body. What the legal definition of person interested means near relative or any other person who is interested in the disposal of the body of the deceased person in accordance with the religious usage or the social custom of such deceased within 6 hours. Such deceased, they are called as person interested. That means either he is interested or his relatives after his death, his relatives, if they are interested to donate, they come under person interested means. Now, the golden hour, within 6 hours, the body has to be donated. Now, the concept of body donation as an Indian concept, the idea of body donation fits well with our philosophy of transmigration of soul. Donation fulfills our sense of charity. It gives a feeling of accomplishing a noble need cause. Thus, a person can give back to the society and give a student a chance to learn something that can influence a generation to come. The concept of body donation overall, it is a whatever you are taking back, you are taking from the nature like air, water, all the resources to give back that to the nature. It is a sense of charity that is accomplishing the noble need cause where you are the same thing you are given back to the society in terms of body donation. The faith and belief in India, you know that there are many different religions, custom, traditions. Donors get satisfaction that they will be rendered service even after death. Body donation is a noble act. The faith act as a potent motivation for the donation. So donation is twice blessed. It blesses the donor and it blesses the recipient, that is the Rachana Sharira department. So the faith to come outside from the faith and belief and donate the body in India, it is very difficult because many religions have their own concept of the concept of that is what we have, the concept of atma, the concept of body disposable in terms of burial or burning the body. The anatomy act of various states in India differ on the following counts: purpose of the act, rules and duties of the stakeholders, regulation of the body donation, procedure to handle the unclaimed bodies, maintenance of the records, handling of the disputes, penalty, and the disposal of the dead bodies. All these points are covered under the various anatomical act. This anatomical act is a needful act for the fulfillment of unclaimed body in the in medical and teaching institution, and it also helps to maintain the increasing demand for the cadavers in the medical institution, and ethical procedures and the guidelines are covered under this anatomical act. Now we'll see the anatomical act and the body donation. The anatomical act is related to fulfill the need of the unclaimed body at requisition. Now remember, there are two types of body donated. One is unclaimed, that to donate to get the unclaimed body to the body donate to medical college, it should govern under the anatomical act. Nowadays there is an increased demand of cadavers, but required amount of bodies are not found as unclaimed. So the body donation one of the best source to overcome this demand of bodies. Remember, many medical colleges, Ayurvedic colleges, homeopathic colleges, they are not getting the cadavers for dissection. The reason is unclaimed bodies are very less. Now, when unclaimed bodies are very less, and one more thing is the very less, then the concept of donating the body from voluntary body donation, this program has to be availed through the anatomical act. So so body donation is one of the best source to overcome. Under the anatomical act, one must register for the body donation prior to his or death. So they can they can make their will to donate the body. Any hospital or the medical institution approved by state government for medical education and research can accept the body. The willingness form available at the approved institution, and body can be donated even if the willingness form is not filled. This is very, very important sentence I want to say. It need not mean that you should, prior to your death, you should give the consent. Even if you are not given the consent, if the death has occurred in the house or the hospital, the nearest relatives, donor relatives, can call the Ayurvedic college or the medical college to donate the body. Definitely within 6 hours, if you if you coordinate with a teamwork, definitely we can donate the body. So the anatomical act says that it does not mean that priorly we can do it. Even after death, we can contact and we can donate the body. Now, overall, the purpose of this anatomical act is mainly that institution updates all document and certificate regarding the body there. Now, once after knowing this, the concept of anatomical act, now we'll go for the concept of body donation. That is the concept of Diyadana. Why NCISM syllabus, new NCISM syllabus made to introduce the concept of body donation is, I'm sharing few slides on the paper clippings, which was already published, that the body shortage affects the academic activities in various medical colleges, where there is a shortage of cadavers in various medical and Ayurvedic colleges, where you will be able to see that what I have said, all are government medical colleges. These are few cuttings which shows that there is a scarcity of the cadavers. To overcome the scarcity of the cadavers or the dead bodies to the medical science, now this year NCISM syllabus introduced body donation concept, so that they should know what is body donation, what are the different steps to donate the body. So the concept of body donation, the definition, it goes as informed. The body donation definition is informed and free act of giving one's whole body after death for medical education and research is called as body donation. The religious leader and religious beliefs is about death has to be removed, and then they will donate the body. Mythological view is also there. If you ask me who is the father of body donation, it is nothing but Dadichi Maharshi. He is the first person to donate body, where in this he has not donated the whole body, he has donated the backbone. So where there is a mythological story, it is available in the net, please read there. And that is the first, he will be taken as a first instance of body donation was the Rishi Dadichi. He had complete control of his emotions and he has donated the body. So we take him as a first body donation, and he's a father of body donation. What are the different names for body donation? The body donation, anatomical donation, or the body bequest, all are one and the same. The why body donation is needed, as you know that cadavers and donated body remain the principal teaching tool for anatomists to teach an Rachana Sharira, where the The donated bodies are very important. And one more thing, the anatomy learning without hands-on training on dissection on human bodies is never considered perfect. Then why body donation is nothing but, that whatever the technology like 4G, 5G, 6G is coming, there is no substitute for that is a cadaver, and there is no substitute for body donation. So always dissection is very important. So the living anatomy and dissection both should go simultaneously, because we learn something through living anatomy, but maximum to teach the anatomy, that is a dissection is needed. There was a movement earlier to delete the dissection from the Rachana Sharira or the anatomy, as that is a ahimsa and other thing, but now the concept of donation is there. Now, in all the various Ayurvedic medical colleges, and what we have in terms of homeopathy college, each and every student, when he is coming for the after passing the NEET and opting the Ayurvedic college and getting the admission, in his career, first time he will be in the dissection hall, and in the dissection hall, the cadaver, the dead body lying in front of that, where he will be taking the cadaveric oath. This cadaveric oath is to respect the cadaver, to treat the cadavers with respect, to show due respect and gratitude towards the cadaver, to pray gratitude towards the next of kin of donors, to consider this as a best example living after death. Remember, this is a cadaveric oath taken by the student. I'll show the photograph there, where you should be remembering that our students are taking in our college, where our students, along with our staff, Dr. B.B. Desai and other teaching staff who are there earlier, now where we are taking now, and now Dr. Smita Vadiyar madam and Dr. Prashant, where we'll be making the student to stand, stretching the right hand and giving the cadaveric oath, because we should treat this cadaver with the utmost respect. So next is, when you when getting the body to a medical science or the Ayurvedic colleges, accepted death certificate should be, this is a ideal death certificate should be there. Without the death certificate, we will not be taking the accepting the dead body. This is a death certificate not accepted, because here the word broad dead, if the word broad dead is there, will not accept it. In the accepted death body, the cause of death is very, very important. Here they have given the cause of death, either hand writing or typed, that can be accepted. Next, we have a cadaveric oath taking ceremony. So that body receiving ceremony, we call it as body receiving ceremony. Our NCISM president right now, Dr. B.S. Prasad sir, when he was a principal of our college, where with the teamwork, we accepted to get the bodies, where sir was a motivator behind this for body donation, to get the body donation there. So we can see here, this is a Koppal Institute of Medical Science. MBBS students standing in front of the cadaver, folding their hands with a cadaveric oath and a Dhanvantari prayer, they accept the body. This is all governed under Anatomical Act and Body Donation. Our principal, Dr. Suhas Kumar Shetty, last few months back, we got the body. 2022 batch students are there to receive the body to the, that is Rasna Sharira. This is a way we give respect to the cadaver by with a the prayer of Dhanvantari, to make the soul of the donor rest, to the soul of the donor to rest in peace. We are doing this. It is followed standard operative procedure in a body receiving ceremony in our Ayurvedic colleges, where we will be able to see this one. Along with the donor relatives, we will be there. Our principal is garlanding the donor and receiving the body to a medical science, where Ayurvedic colleges, all the Ayurvedic colleges in Karnataka, I take this platform to make awareness about body donation and organ donation. So to get the more body for Ayurvedic colleges and medical college, always you should respect the donor. When he is alive, you acknowledge the body donor by honoring him with a one certificate and a garland. Definitely he will motivate public for the body donation. See here, we always honor them. This is one incident. Many people donate the body. This is one incident on the 25th marriage anniversary. Our student, mother, father, Dr. Nikita Meganor from Hukkeri, her father, mother on their 25th marriage anniversary, they have pledged their body to our KLE Ayurvedic medical colleges, where these are the we should recognize. Then once you donate the body, where they will give you a card that is called as a body donation card. This should be kept under the wallet, and here all the numbers are there. These numbers, where you should be able to see here these numbers, that is a soon after the death you should call them and they will collect the body. This is one thing we should remember. There are few slogans. That is Jiva iruvaga raktadana, Jiva hoguvaga angangadana, Jiva hodaga netra, charma ಮತ್ತು ದೇಹದಾನ, where this is a slogan written by my dad, Dr. Dehadani, Dr. B.S. Ramannavar. Then, what all precaution should be taken before accepting the dead body is, first go for the see the death certificate, check the cause of the death, convince the family members. Before accepting, please discuss with the family members. If there is a unilateral decision, don't accept it. If there is a bilateral decisions are there, accept it. Speak with the attending physician, proper communication, and very important is time factor. Please ask the time of death, and many times donor will tell wrong thing because to give the body, because in such condition you see the onset of the rigor mortis in the bodies. If body death occurred after within of more than 6 hours, please check the body and accept it. Now this is a body donation form in our college, where here the donor signature has to be done, full address with 2 witness. We can donate the body. That's the same format is there for each and every Ayurvedic and medical college. Now I'll go on to the next concept is organ donation, or it is Anganga Dana. This organ donation, remember, the organ donation and transplant system, where it is mainly to donate the organs soon after the death, that is there. So one organ donor can save the 8 lives. 8 lives, I'll tell you how 8 lives, because one soon after the death, you can donate 1 heart, 2 kidney, 2 lungs, 1 liver, 1 pancreas, and a bone marrow. So the first human organ transplant was a kidney transplant performed in 1954. The donor of the kidney was an identical twin of recipient. Therefore, there was no immune rejection of the organ. The recipient lived for 8 years following the transplant, and the surgeon who performed the transplantation was Dr. Joseph Murray. So, when the organs are removed from the body, each organ has a life span. That is what we have the lifespan. When the heart is removed, it is 4 to 6 hours. Maximum is kidney, 36 hours. So soon before that, only after once the organs are harvested, it should be transplanted within the stipulated time. There is a lifespan. Within that only we should donate the body, donate the organs. In India, every year, nearly 5 lakhs people die because of non-availability organs, and this number is expected to grow due to the scarcity of organ donors. So again, in organ donation, there are 2 situations. One is a living donation, other one is a cadaver or the deceased donation. Remember, living donation is when the person making the donation when he's alive. Suppose if at all he want to, when he's alive, he can donate his kidney, 2 kidney, out of 2 kidney, 1 kidney, and a part of the liver when they are alive. And remember, live donation is only in the family tree. Remember, it is only in the family tree. It cannot be like living donation if they are not blood relative, first degree, second degree, or third degree. Other than then, we cannot have a live donation. Remember, so live donation takes place only in the family tree. There, cadaver or deceased donation, anyone from whenever there is a brain death, there that they can accept anywhere from any person in Karnataka. So this, what is that, first degree relatives of parents, siblings, and children should be there when there is a live donation. Remember, this type of donation occurs when a living person wishes to donate organs to some immediate family members is needed. Only first degree relatives, parents, siblings, children are allowed to be live donors. There is a precondition on the organs that can be donated. They can donate 1 kidney, as 1 kidney is capable of maintaining the body function, a portion of pancreas, and a portion of liver. So from the cadaver or disease, remember, all 8 organs can be donated. Now, death is two types: brain death and cardiac natural. When there is a cardiac and natural death, only three organs, skin, eye, and body, can be donated. When there is a brain death, remember, when you tell the public about brain death, even the medical student, he will not understand. For that, we should take a help of one more medical terminology, that is coma. Coma is reversible. That is, a person can regain his consciousness in coma, whereas in brain death, it is irreversible. Four neurosurgeon will certify about the brain death. Then the eight organs are harvested and they can be donated. So the concept of brain death is very, very, very important in the harvesting of the organ donation. If a natural death is there, he can only donate skin, eye, and body. But when there is a brain death, then only they can donate all the eight organs, and we can save the eight lives. And it is possible to donate all organs in case of brain death. So the cardiac death will be there where you will be able to examine. So organ donation give life to the others once you are on the more. So the concept of organ donation should be known. Now there is a one statistic here to tell about the importance of organ donation. Just read this. Every day about 30 people die every day, not because they are in a car accident, not because they were gunned down, not because their time had come, not even because they weren't in hospital, but simply because they could not obtain a transplant in time. So 30 people will die because the organ transplant they need will not be possible. This is the statistic which is right now there. So remember, who can donate? I said there is no age limit, upper age limit. There is no upper age limit for eye donation and organ donation. So there is a whenever there is a brain dead, you should, when the patient is in ICU, so with the consent of the family members and with the social workers and the counselors, you can donate the body of a deceased person, donate the organs of a deceased person. There is a slogan: do not bury or burn your organs, donate them. So the organ donation importance is many celebrities organ donation come. 10 lakhs transplant from living donors, 715 brain death. There is a report has been there. So there is different paper cuttings which will tell the importance of organ donation. And regarding the organ donation, there is one WhatsApp message which is circulating since 6 years. The same, this is circulating in Kannada, English, and Marathi and other languages. Please don't promote this such type of this WhatsApp message, because they say that dear all important, four kidneys are available. Remember, these are not available at all. Remember, that's why this white is not available, because brain dead person, then and there only we can harvest within a stipulated time. Like this, they cannot keep for a long time. They say that contact so and so number. Please don't encourage such WhatsApp message. This is a fake message regarding the kidney, regarding the organ donation. So these are the heart that is there, transplantation. I am sharing few paper cuttings. So she is the youngest. Anjana is the youngest organ donor from Tiruvananthapuram, where from the Kerala, where she is the youngest there. And in Belagavi, that is a mother donated a part of donated one kidney to her son, to see that to survive her son. So many are there. Now in Keli, more than 10. Remember, we have done 10 heart transplantation. These are few cuttings, paper clippings. Even liver transplantation is also going on, and also in terms of kidney and liver. All these are going in our KLE Dr. Prabhakar Kore Hospital, and we are promoting the public for the awareness of organ and body donation. Now this is under this there where we have heart, kidney, liver, eyes, a bone marrow, and other organs are done. The procedure for organ donation is very simple. You go to this website, that is jivasarthakate.karnataka.government.in. So under this, what we have to do is, under this, if you click on that, we get a page like this. So you put your name, and then after that, I am already a organ donor. So put your one photo and put all the things. So you get a instant donor's card there. So we should remember the website is jeevasarthakate.karnataka.government.in. So every month, August 13th is considered as World Organ Donation Day. To get more body and organs to the department, so family, college, self, police, media, religious and social worker, government are needed for. If you work in team, then only a body and organ donation campaign is successful. So that's why it should start from the college and department. First, it should start from the self, college and family, college and department, family, government, social worker, religious leader, media, police. If all work in teamwork, then only the success of body and organ donation to the can be done. So spreading awareness about body donation and organ donation. So there is a lot of lack of awareness we should create by this chain. It will be able. Now, lastly, I'll go into the embalming technique. So earlier, Acharya Shushruta, you know that preservation of body according to Ayurveda on the bank of the river using few of the herbs which are covered there on the body. So this usually the preservation of the embalming technique, where I am dealing the preservation of the embalming technique, where already Ayurvedic and modern concept are there. So we choose femoral triangle, and in the femoral triangle, the femoral artery to preserve the body, and in the neck, common carotid artery. Where in this you will be able to see that we are using the gravity method and we are preserving in the femoral triangle. So after the preservation, we are keeping the body in the tank where it is kept in the it is kept in the what we have, that is a formalin tank. This is a 30% formaldehyde we are using to 5 liters of formalin we are using to preserve the body. So this is the gravity method. We pour 5 liters of formalin, and through this, in this cadaver, we have preserved the body preserve the body in the neck region by using the common carotid artery. Remember, there are two sides of preservation. One, common carotid artery, this one. Second one, remember, this is the second in the femoral artery. That is a two side of preservation of the body we have done. There, these are the different gravity injectors. This is nowadays the machine has come. Through the machine also, they are using the embalming machine, that they use it motorized section, and they preserve the body. In some of the colleges, they use 3.5 liters of water and 3.5 liters of formalin. In our college, we use a pure formalin and many times in some of the colleges they add water and formalin. So where you should be utilize that, and we should see that once the preservation is when the formalin is induced in the body, the solution should come through the eyes, ears, nose, and mouth to ensure that the body becomes rigid once the injection is complete. So the neck region is common carotid artery, thigh region the femoral artery. So here we get the carotid triangle. In that, the femoral artery, common carotid artery should be there. Here in the femoral triangle, the common carotid artery we have to preserve the body. So we use a femoral artery. After preservation, after pouring 5 liter, once you have to remove the nozzle, we are tying it that the solution should not come outside. Here is a small nick where through that we are sending the formalin. This is a nozzle through which we are inserting and preservation of the body. And afterwards, once it is there, we put a sutures. But many colleges, they never follow it. We leave it as it is. But many other colleges, sometimes they also do the suturing. So embalming tips for HIV. When a person dies, HIV will not die immediately after death. Remember, the longer person died, the less the risk of transmission. So when person dies soon after that, the HIV will not die. When a person dies, it takes little bit time for for HIV virus to die. But whenever HIV donors are coming to donate the body, please you should tell them that like there is no scientific papers have come that whether the formalin is going to act on the HIV virus and die the HIV virus. So it is better to take precaution that not to accept this HIV and HbSAg, where that is both in condition not to accept the body. So these are the embalming things where we have used it, and the importance of dissection, where already that is Acharya Shushruta has said that tasmin samshayam dhanam harta shallasya vanchat shoditvat mrutam samyag drushtyam anga vinishesha प्रत्यक्षतो हि यद् दृष्टं शास्त्रदृष्टं च यद् भवेत्, that is samasta ubhayam bhuyo jnana vivardhanam Shushruta Sharira 5 chapter by 44 quotation. It says that it says that the surgeon or the physician who wishes to possess the exact knowledge of Sharira and science of surgery, they should thoroughly examine and study all the parts of the dead body after its proper dissection. In brief, whatever is obtained by doing practical and by studying authentic literature, it increases the knowledge of surgeons and physicians when combined study together. This is the importance of dissection, which was given by Acharya Shushruta. There, where it was Acharya Shushruta was to dissecting on the river of the bank, where you have that. These are the some of the we are using that is Munja, Valkala, Kusha, Shenu, where Venu, the other thing where they are using it. These are the medicated herbs which are kept on the body. These are the instruments. That is a these are the different instruments which are used for preservation of the to dissect the body. Lastly, I go with a new concept which has been introduced in our an NCSM Salam biomedical waste. So this medical care vital in our life and death. This BMW is nothing but biomedical waste emerges as an issue of concern over world over, where BMW real problem for is man, community, and environment. Safe, scientific, cost-effective method management is needed. Now there are three types of waste are there. One is waste, household waste, industrial waste, and biomedical waste or the hospital waste. So today I am concerned with this one, that is the biomedical waste or the hospital waste. So why you should take care about this biomedical waste? Because biohazard waste is that waste that is capable of producing an infectious disease in the humans and includes at the minimum blood, body fluids, discarded sharp, that is inculated culture media, tissues, and slides are there. So this biomedical waste means any waste which generated during diagnosis, treatment, or immunization of the human being or the animal or in the research activities and is governed by biomedical waste management and handling rules 1998. All this comes under where the waste which are produced during the during the diagnosis, treatment, and immunization. There, what this various waste are produced, they are named as biomedical waste. Biohazardous waste includes the following category: blood and body fluids, infectious sharp waste, laboratory waste, medical sharps, some isolation waste, some animal waste. So here you can see the risk waste which you have. The chemical waste are gaseous, metallic, and liquid. Infectious waste are cotton, dressing material. Pathological waste are blood and biopsy. Radiation waste are radiotherapy materials like X-ray and other radiological testing. Pharmacy waste, expired drugs, chemicals, and research waste. Genotoxic waste are drugs and chemicals. Sharps are needles, glass bottles, infusion sets. So the blood and body fluids includes the serum, plasma, and body fluid, semen, vaginal secretion, CSF, that's a pleural fluid, and peritoneal fluid. Then pericardial fluid, amniotic fluid, any other body fluid there does not include urine unless visible blood is present, feces unless visible blood is present, vomit unless visible blood is present. Source of healthcare waste are from where this healthcare wastes are produced are one is sources are private hospital, nursing homes, physician office and clinics, dental clinics, dispensaries, primary health center, medical research and training centers, mortuaries, blood banks and collection center, slaughterhouses, vaccine centers, that's technological and industrial production units. So group at risk, who are at risk of this biomedical waste are first is the doctors, nurses, healthcare auxiliaries, hospital maintenance, personals, then visitors, laundries, waste handling, landfills, and incinerators. Overview of the healthcare waste are the sharps like needles, waste with high metal content, pathological waste, chemical waste, infectious waste, then pharmaceutical waste, genotypic waste, and pressurized containers. Health hazard for the hospital waste are proliferation of the rodents, breeding of the files and insect, air pollution, land pollution, water pollution, transmission of infection like HIV, hepatitis B, other and microbes, and lastly the bad odor. This is the incinerator to burn the different biomedical wastes. The chemical disinfections are also used for treating liquid waste by adding chemicals. And thermal disinfection generally used for treating solid waste. Liquid by chemical disinfection and solid by thermal disinfection. There is a sterilization, steam sterilization, or the autoclave used to disinfect waste, microwave irradiation. Landfill or the landfill disposal, remember, open depth not recommended. Remember, no medical biomedical waste should not be open, we should dump it. Sanitary landfills disposing of certain type of healthcare waste, that is infectious waste, and small quantity of pharmaceutical waste in sanitary landfills is acceptable. So these are the different color code used for biomedical waste management in India. White color for glasses and needles and other things. Suction like urinary catheters is red color. Cut outdated, contaminated, discarded medicines, waste paper all black. Cotton dressing, body parts, POP, plaster of Paris, human anatomical microbes and waste, that is a yellow color they have marked. Again, I'll repeat, where you can see that segregation of solid biomedical waste takes place in two things. One is non-infected, other one is infected waste. Non-infected waste is cytotoxic drugs and chemical waste. It is a black color where you can keep here. Solid waste, infected dressing and POPs can be put in red color. Anatomical waste like placenta, pathological waste, and body parts can be put in yellow bags. And infected plastic syringe and gloves can be kept in white, can be kept in blue color. And sharps like needles and cut glasses should be kept in white colored things. So these are the things you should remember, the color code, and under that you should segregate the biomedical waste, just like in the house we are doing wet and dry, this kitchen waste, like wet, the same way we have to do it. So we should take utmost care. And one more thing, whatever biomedical waste from various taluka place or the district place, at the district where there are nearest, they have a incinerator, biomedical waste burner or the incinerator are there. So through transportation and the storage and end treatment disposable, very very important, and that should be disposed at. So one more thing, remember, the biomedical waste role of the nurse plays a vital role in biomedical waste management, because regular visit to all wards and high risk units is needed. Ensure that samples like blood, stool, urine, etc. are collected and disposed safely. Monitoring and supervising the staff whether they are doing the safe disposal of the waste, color coded. Prevention of hospital acquired infection by following the universal precautions. So remember, very very important is they should take utmost care, the nurse and the paramedical staff, that is a protective equipment in handling the waste. Avoid role of nurses, avoid needle stick injuries, collect waste when the bin is three-fourth full, avoid using common lift to move waste, avoid spillage, clean spills with a disinfectant. Never overload the bin, never overload the bin used for storing the biomedical waste. General waste to be put in a black container, remember, and biomedical waste should not be overfilled there. Display the biohazardous, we should always symbol, this is a symbol, and the types of waste to be put in each container as per schedule. Never transfer the sharps directly from person to person, never, there it is contraindicated. Do not inhale chemicals, wear the mask. So collection transportation, remember, don't take in it, this is a wrong way of handling. Please lift it and take, and you should segregate and keep. If you are pulling and taking all the biomedical waste, where the sterilization and the sanitation will be lost. With this, I end my today's talk on Anatomical Act, Body and Organ Donation Act, Embalming Technique, and lastly, the what we have, that is a biomedical waste, which are the four concepts I have dealt with, starting from 7:30 and exactly 1 hour, 8:30. I have ended my talk. I thank the students who are there, listeners. If you have any queries, I'm there to clarify it. If you have any doubts, please clarify it. you have any doubt, let me know that. Karthik and Tejaswini.
Sir, we are waiting for students to ask their questions, sir.
Yes, yes,
We have
yes,
told
yes.
them to ask.
Always Karthik.
Usually,
Karthik.
they will take 2 to 3
Karthik.
minutes to post their questions. Yes, sir.
Karthik.
Yes, sir.
Whenever any presenter after completing, you should be there at the end. Soon after that, you should acknowledge and ask the question. If you are sitting very quietly, we will not understand whether you are there and whether the student is listening. Next, from tomorrow onwards, you be there. Whenever the listener completes, you compliment and ask the question.
Okay, sir. Sir, we thought of not
This is, this is a
interrupting
small
you. Thank
suggestion
you,
from
sir.
my
Thank you,
side.
sir, for the advice. Yes, yes, sir. I was sharing the link in the group, sir. I was
Yeah, yeah.
asking more people to join and ask questions, sir. I just
Sure.
shared the link. So, sir, there's a question. The question is, what are the main questions asked?
There is a question is that they will ask directly. There is a echo is going on.
I will mute myself, sir.
Huh. No, my voice is getting echoed. Hello. Huh. My voice is audible.
Yes, sir. Your voice is audible. If we both unmute our mics, it will echo, sir. So I will mute myself.
Okay. The first thing is regarding the questions is they will ask. This is the first year. Like they have added anatomical act, body and organ donation concept, then embalming technique and biomedical waste. As we are also new to this syllabus, now the questions in if at all they want to ask is first they will ask what is anatomical act, what are the different anatomical acts in different states, what is the importance of anatomical act, and why the need of anatomical act is there under in Karnataka, that they may ask in this way in a general. The next regarding body and organ donation, they will ask the concept of the body donation. What are the criteria that to get the bodies, or we can say that is what are the rules and regulations to get the donated bodies and to get the unclaimed bodies. They may ask for 5 marks, where usually they ask for 5. If you see this concept, they may ask both organ and body donation for 10 marks, or separately body donation 5 marks and organ donation 5 marks. It all depends upon the exam setter, where when they have added a new concept, earlier they did not had a concept on organ donation and body donation and anatomical act. Maybe it may appear for 5 marks, I can say that. Second thing is like biomedical waste also. They may ask it for where we have that is for they are all comes under practical part of the questions. So these questions usually arise during Viva OC, during the practical session, where they may ask this concept of Viva, that so orally if they ask, you should be able to you should be able to answer this question in terms of anatomical act, body and organ donation act, and the lastly that is a this is in terms of what we have biomedical waste. And one more already it is there, that is preservation of the dead body cadavers, what we call it as the embalming technique. One is from the point of Ayurveda and other is from point of modern. So they may ask directly for 10 marks, 5 marks each for Ayurvedic method, 5 marks, and 5 marks for this modern method. Or they may ask you in a 5 marks question directly, preservation of dead body according to Ayurveda, or preservation of dead body according to modern science. So this question is about to appear every year. We see that one or the other questions will be there on the body preservation technique, and that may be Ayurveda or modern.
Thank you so much, sir, for beautiful explanation. We will wait for another 2 to 3 minutes, sir. I think
Sure.
Everyone is saying thank you, sir. There's messages of gratitude in the chat box, but we are yet to receive few questions.
Huh.
So can we wait for another 2 to 3 minutes, sir?
We will wait, Karthik.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Karthik, we land it now.
Sir, there's a question, sir.
Hmm.
It just no question. What are possible questions in Kesha, Naka, and Danta? It's related to different topic.
Yeah.
But
Regarding the Kesha Danta Naka, again, 5 marks directly asked about that is a Kesha, and also in terms of the like Dhatus and Upadhatus, in that they'll be able to ask Kesha, Naka, Danta, where this new concept which has been there in our NCISM syllabus, where mainly in terms asking this concept like maybe ask in terms of, now I have to check NCSM syllabus whether MCQ, if it is there, so there are bound to there are chances of having the appearance of MCQ questions from Kesha Nakadanta. If MCQ is not there, then there are directly questions for 5 marks they may ask, not for 10 marks. What it is my opinion, because if at all they want to ask. And there is one more thing, all the students, please refer, there is a guidelines for paper setters, that there is a guidelines in the what all the out of 20 MCQs, how many from theme A, how many from theme B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So please follow that and read and prepare for your annual examination, because from this year onwards, the paper 1 and paper 2, there is a clear cut guidelines that we cannot set all the question from one chapter, or we cannot purely set Ayurvedic questions or modern question. There is a balance, and they have given a components in NCISM syllabus. So please follow NCISM syllabus. In that, if they have marked Kesha, Naka, Danta in terms of MCQ, then short answers and long essay, definitely out of this there is a mark allotted. That marks only they will ask if it is needed. If the examiner want to ask the question, he will follow the guidelines of NCISM, what the guidelines is given, how many marks has to be taken from Kesha, Nakadanta, where I could not remember that this is a new year syllabus. So probably when you go to the NCISM syllabus, you'll be able to find that.
Sir, the next question is, thank you for the explanation. Sir, the next question is, can this topic be asked in Viva and theory paper?
So repeat. Which
Sir, the
topic?
student is asking, can this anatomical act and body donation, biomedical waste,
Definitely, this
whatever you
there
dealt with
definitely
today, sir? Yeah.
probably this comes under practical session. If you see the NCSM syllabus, and in the practical session, remember these are bound to get viva questions in terms of what is anatomical act, what is body donation, what is organ donation, what is the difference between the body and organ donation, and then preservation of the dead body. Today's concept, it is theoretically they will ask you, that is a dead body preservation as per Ayurveda, as per modern science. They'll ask you in the theoretical part, whereas body donation, anatomical act, organ donation, they may appear in 90% in the in the practical session, then few chances in theory paper.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for the explanation. I think that's all from our question and answer session, sir. There's no
Okay.
more questions in the chat box. Um, Thank you so much, sir, for giving your time and explaining. And this is a completely new topic, I guess. Sir. This is recent, means anatomical act and body donation added in for this new batch. Um, Current first year exam writing students. You have explained it beautifully. Actually, even I got interested. Like I didn't know many things. I got to know by your session. Sir, out of formality, I wanted to know, as you are receiving call congratulating you for an award, we would like to know what your achievement means, what you got
Yes.
today, sir. So that we
Uh,
also would like to know about the award you
thank you.
received, sir. You are
Thank you,
receiving many
Karthik.
calls.
Many calls I have received. Thank you. There is in Bijapur district, Devarhippargi. Coming
Yes, sir.
Monday we have a Guru Purnima coming Monday. So on view of this,
Yes,
today
sir.
is a Doctor's Day and Guru Purnima. I'll be awarded as a Karnadu Bhushana Shrestha Vaidya Prashasti, that is award, which is given for my selfless service in making the public to aware about that is awareness about blood, body, eye and organ donation through my trust, Dr. Ramannawar Charitable Trust, Bailungal, where I am working for blood, body, eye and organ, even skin donations. So where we are working, that is reached highest thing, where in our Belagavi district, Athani Taluk Segunsi, all village have come forward to donate their bodies. So that is a milestone in the medical science. Only one village in the country, only one village in the country in India, that is Athani Taluk Segunsi. All Baswanna followers, they have donated eye, body, skin, all that they have donated right now. And in that, out of 108 body donations already they have pledged, in that we have received more than 11 bodies till now. So this congratulations, getting the call is only to the award is announced today on Doctor's Day. That's why they are congratulating me. To I am receiving that award on Monday on Guru Purnima at Bijapur. That is Dr. Ramesh Rathod Foundation, and this what we have, that is Teachers Primary School Teacher Association Bengaluru, the branch at Devarhippargi.
So that's really nice, sir. And I would like to congratulate you also on this award, sir.
Thank you.
I'm really feeling proud that we got the opportunity to host you. That it's really a milestone in our book also that we hosted Mahantesh Ramana, sir, who got so many laurels to the field of Karnataka anatomy. Sir, you
Sure.
also got uploaded by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, sir. So
Yes.
it's something really can make any student that their teacher is has been done doing so many things. That's really proud for any student, sir. So we got to host you today, and that's really a great opportunity for us. And I think our organization Jignasa and your organization Charitable Trust, we can campaign in other parts of Karnataka and run body organ donation campaigns, blood donation campaigns. We would like to work with you, sir, on any given day. So if you are if you if you can provide us that opportunity, we can really collaborate and work for the betterment of society in future, sir. We are really
That's
looking forward to it, sir.
That's a good thing. What from the point of Jignasa and ABVP, always my trust is public trust, as because for my trust, all the many all over Karnataka from various this district taluka places and in the villages, they are connected to my trust. So like that, Jignasa, you are always most welcome to be collaborated in hand with our Dr. Raman, our charitable trust bilingual for the noble cause, mainly for making awareness about blood, body, eye, and organ donation and skin donation to remove the misconcept in the public, because many religious beliefs are there. Body should be buried or burnt. In such condition, if you put a hand, I am thankful to you, to the Jignasa platform, because you have given me a one platform to interact with the students of Rajiv Gandhi University all over the Karnataka, because ours is a deemed university where we'll not have a touch with the students of Rajiv Gandhi University. I'm extremely happy for Dr. Gurraj Jagirdar sir and your team. You are doing excellent work, like taking a lot of troubles under the this what we have at online platform. My view regarding this online platform is that many students have attended the classes from the starting to the end of their classes. Now many students have not able to understand many concept during their routine classes. So this platform for them when they are in the house, now the study holidays going on, so they can access through this online, and all the study material you are sending the video to them, that is going to help the students to revise the concept if they are not understood in the class. So I definitely heartily congratulate all the panel discussion. My teacher, my colleague Dr. Uma was there, Mahesh Patil sir was there, and even like Shankar sir was there. All eminent teachers. You have, I should thank Gurraj sir because he has chosen all the eminent person from different different perspective that in giving the concept of anatomy. Really, it is going to benefit the students of Rajiv Gandhi University and our my mother institute KL.
So thank you so much, sir. That was really generous of you to say so many things about us, and we are really looking forward for the day that we will work, will get an opportunity to work with you hand on hand. And actually, my team is we are also a student, sir. We are studying in third year, second year. Our whole team, we are despite our academic schedule, we wanted to do something for our juniors which we couldn't get it while we were studying our first year. Like anatomy videos, sir, if you search on YouTube, this it's so scattered, sir. Not even one channel has complete set of videos. So it's so scattered and tiring for students. So it was tiring for us to search for videos, sir. During final preparation, uh, no matter how much I'm telling frankly, sir, no matter how much we studies in class, at last moment preparation we want to go for YouTube for reference to see one more time and to get
Sure.
some notes and things. Yes, sir. So there wasn't a single platform or a single channel where all the videos were there topic wise. So we planned it out, sir. To We wanted to do something that we couldn't get for our juniors, so we planned it out, and the whole team has been working tirelessly. We even written notes, sir. It was work of almost 2 months. We prepared notes, sir. I sent you the message in the morning, so we will be posting those notes also by tomorrow evening. So there's efforts of so many people behind these two programs, my classmates, my team, and everything. So everything goes for them. And also, sir, Gurraj sir, when we approached him, he pulled out the group, and he jotted down all the teachers, and we approached you, and on single call you accepted our invitation, sir. And that day there was we were sharing this session was actually supposed to be happen on
Last Saturday.
25th, and due
Last
to
Saturday.
yes sir, and due to yes sir, and due to uncertain conditions, it didn't happen. Still, and it was again it was posted to Sunday, that's tomorrow. And when I asked today morning that can you do the session today itself, sir, you agreed happily. Means you have cooperated with me a lot, particularly. So a really big thanks from my side. And now I would like to invite Tejaswini, State Committee member, for vote of thanks, sir.
Yes, sir. On behalf of the entire Jignasa team, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our speaker, Dr. Mahantesh P. Ramannavar, sir. The session was full of knowledge. The students happened to receive information about the Anatomy Act, Body Donation Act, Organ Donation Act, Transplantation of Human Organ Act, and the importance of body and organ donation, the procedure and precaution during body donation, the faiths and beliefs regarding it, about embalming techniques and biomedical waste. Sir, congratulations on your receiving your significant milestone, sir. You're
Thank you,
an,
madam.
you're an inspiration to many youths like us in terms of body, organ, blood, and eye donation. It is indeed a proud moment for me and the entire organization of Jignasa to have you tonight, sir. Thank you so much. So
Uh,
I would like to thank our Jignasa Central team for their constant support and guidance. Thanks to all our viewers for your patience and staying up till the end. Do check out our previous videos of anatomy lecture series where eminent speakers of anatomy across the country have taken exclusive sessions. With this, I conclude today's session, sir. Thank you, sir.
thank,
Thank you all.
Thank you, Tejashwini, Karthik, and whole team for conducting this successful online platform. So once again, today is a Doctor's Day. Again, compliment and congratulate all the young budding Ayurvedic doctors. Especially, they will be becoming the Ayurvedic doctors. Lastly, on this Doctor's Day, I wish them a great success. Shortly, their annual exam is going on. Wishing all them the best of luck in the examination. Thank you, one and all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Tejaswini, for the vote of thanks and for co-hosting with me today. And thank you, sir, and thank you all the viewers who have joined us today. And sir, I need your permission to end our session.
Sure, go ahead.
Sure, go ahead. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We will be ending our session today. Join us for the session at 12 or 1 p.m. tomorrow. We will be sharing the link and the session details in our group community channel. Join us for the ninth session of Fire Anatomy tomorrow again. We'll meet you guys tomorrow. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you.